Hello, my classy ladies. Let's talk about something that quietly defines elegance more than almost anything else in your wardrobe: your shoes. You can wear the most beautiful outfit in the world, but if your shoes don't align with the same level of refinement, the entire look falls apart. Because true elegance is built from the ground up. From the moment you take your first step into a room, before anyone notices your coat or your jewelry or even your hair, they see your shoes. And refined women know something about footwear that many people overlook. The most expensive-looking shoes are rarely the ones covered in logos or decorated in loud trends. The shoes that say sophistication, confidence, and old money taste are the ones that are designed with subtlety. They are well-crafted, they are timeless in shape, and they have just the right amount of presence. Fall is the season where style truly comes alive. We move away from carefree summer dressing and step into richer textures, deeper colors, and more structured pieces. It is the season of elegance, which also means it is the perfect moment to elevate your shoe collection and ensure that every step you take this fall carries quiet luxury. But here is what so many women misunderstand. You do not need 10 different pairs of shoes to look polished. You do not need to chase every trend or buy something new every season. All you need are a few beautifully made styles that pair well with everything in your wardrobe. Shoes that feel confident but never loud, feminine but never fragile, comfortable enough to be practical yet elegant enough to leave a lasting impression. Today, we will walk through 5 pairs of shoes that every elegant woman should consider for fall. These are shoes that timeless wardrobes rely on. They are versatile, rich in craftsmanship, flattering on every age, and perfect for colder seasons when you want to feel warm while still looking elevated. Let's begin with the first pair, a silhouette that has defined luxury for decades and continues to be a must-have for refined wardrobes every fall. The leather riding boot. Shoe 1. The leather riding boot. There are very few shoes that hold the same level of quiet authority as a beautifully made riding boot. It is a design with heritage, originally created for equestrian life, and that history still influences the way we see it today. When you wear riding boots, even if you are nowhere near a stable, you carry that same sense of discipline, composure, and refined confidence. These boots are one of the strongest symbols of old money style because they were never designed for decoration. They were created for practicality, for activity, and for movement. That is exactly why they look so sophisticated. Function first, luxury naturally follows. A true riding boot has a straight, structured shaft that rises just below the knee, a slight heel for stability, and a clean upper without unnecessary hardware. The simpler the design, the more high-end it looks. Too many buckles or flashy embellishments cheapen the silhouette immediately. The leather should feel thick and supportive, never flimsy. Good leather has a quiet sheen, not a plastic shine. Over time, it softens and molds to your leg, developing character rather than losing beauty. That is how you know a piece has real quality. It ages well. Color plays a huge role here. Black boots are timeless and strong, but if you want to embody true European elegance, a deep chocolate brown or rich cognac leather is unbeatable. They connect beautifully with fall textures, wool and tweed and cashmere, and they pair effortlessly with a refined autumn palette. Riding boots elevate outfits not through drama, but through presence. They anchor your look firmly to the ground, giving everything else a chance to flow. You can wear them with a midi skirt and a fitted knit for a polished femininity, or with tailored trousers and a cashmere coat for a smart, aristocratic energy. Even with denim, riding boots bring sophistication that jeans alone could never achieve. And they do more than style, they shape you. When you put on a pair of riding boots, your posture changes. You move with intention. There is something powerful about a structured shoe that supports your stride. It gives you a kind of grounded confidence that heels often cannot. Because here is the truth. Old money elegance is not just about looking pretty. It is about looking capable, practical, ready for the day without sacrificing refinement. Riding boots embody that balance perfectly. That is why they remain a staple in the wardrobes of women who understand luxury on a deeper level. If you decide to invest in one pair of shoes this fall, make it a pair of classic riding boots. Choose fine leather. Choose a timeless shape. Choose a color that works with what you already own. Treat them well by polishing them and storing them properly. They will be with you for years, perhaps even decades. Every fall, when you take them out of your wardrobe again, they will remind you that real elegance is not something you buy repeatedly. It is something you choose once, with intention, and then carry proudly through every season of your life. Shoe 2. The refined ankle boot. If riding boots represent heritage and tradition, ankle boots represent understated modern elegance. They are sleek, versatile, and perfect for fall days when you want to feel polished but not overly formal. The refined ankle boot is an essential piece that bridges the gap between casual and sophisticated, allowing you to move through your daily life with quiet confidence. A true old money ankle boot is never overly designed. It should have clean lines, a simple silhouette, and a soft but structured shape. Avoid anything too chunky, too pointed, or too trendy. Every detail should serve a purpose. The elegance comes from precision, not excess. Leather is always the most timeless material. Smooth leather looks sharp and elegant. Suede adds softness and depth, especially in rich autumn tones. Both have their place, but the key is quality. Low-grade materials immediately look cheap because they wrinkle, shine, or wear poorly. A well-made pair will only become more beautiful with time. Heel height should be thoughtful. A low to mid-heel is ideal, something that lifts your posture but still allows you to walk naturally. Elegance does not rush, and your footwear should support that. Square or almond toes feel more refined than sharp, exaggerated points. Neutral colors are where timelessness lives. Black is always a strong choice for city dressing. Deep brown, taupe, or charcoal blend seamlessly with fall textures like knitwear, wool coats, and tailored trousers. These tones allow outfits to feel unified rather than broken up. What makes ankle boots so essential is how seamlessly they adapt to your wardrobe. Pair them with trousers for a sleek line. Style them with midi skirts or dresses for soft femininity. Even with denim, they elevate the look immediately, turning a casual outfit into something polished and intentional. They also add a sense of proportion. Riding boots elongate the leg through height, while ankle boots elongate through simplicity. When the shaft hits just above the ankle, it reveals the narrowest point of the leg, creating a flattering visual effect no matter your body type. The psychological impact matters too. When you slip into refined ankle boots, you feel ready for the day, ready for a meeting, ready to handle whatever comes your way. They bring that sense of purpose that is so intertwined with elegance. Maintenance plays a major role here. Suede should be brushed and protected from moisture. Leather should be conditioned to keep its richness. When shoes are cared for, they always look expensive, even if the price was modest. The refined ankle boot also carries a very European energy. It is the shoe of a woman who walks everywhere, who values practicality but refuses to sacrifice sophistication. The kind of woman who knows that elegance is not reserved for special occasions. It is a daily commitment to showing up beautifully. So, my classy ladies, this is the shoe that fills the space between the dramatic and the relaxed. It grounds your fall wardrobe. It supports you when the weather cools. It shows confidence without noise. Shoe 3. The classic leather loafer. There is a certain elegance in choosing comfort without sacrificing refinement, and that is exactly what the leather loafer represents. It is the shoe of women who move with purpose, who think quickly, who walk through the world with quiet confidence. A loafer says, "I do not need height to feel powerful. I do not need embellishment to feel noticed. I have nothing to prove." What makes the loafer indispensable for an old money wardrobe is its history. Originally designed for leisure in European aristocracy, loafers became a symbol of intelligent style, worn by women who valued education, culture, and practicality. That heritage still shapes how we perceive them today. A loafer is not merely a flat shoe, it is an expression of composure. The most elegant loafers are crafted with precision. Smooth, high-quality leather or suede, clean stitching, and a structure that holds its shape always look more expensive than anything overly soft or flimsy. The shape should feel balanced. A refined almond or slightly rounded toe is ideal, never too sharp or exaggerated. Hardware should remain minimal. A simple penny strap, a delicate gold bit, or no embellishment at all. Anything bolder risks drifting into trend territory. Remember, in quiet luxury, restraint is what creates sophistication. Color again plays a vital role. Black loafers carry a strong, polished presence. Deep brown feels warm and heritage-inspired. Cream or taupe works beautifully with autumn neutrals. Navy offers a subtle richness that pairs perfectly with wool trousers and structured coats. A single pair in a timeless shade can anchor your entire seasonal wardrobe. Why do loafers look so expensive? Because they complement the clothing choices of a woman who understands her style. Tailored trousers, pleated skirts, knit dresses, structured coats, loafers fit into all of these uniforms seamlessly. They instantly bring sophistication to denim as well, making even a simple outfit look curated. The loafer also affects posture, but in a surprisingly subtle way. It keeps you grounded while still maintaining elegance in the way you walk. You take smoother, more composed steps. There is no wobbling or rushing. The motion becomes part of the outfit. One more reason loafers are so beloved in the old money aesthetic is that they suggest an active lifestyle, not in the sense of sports, but in the sense of moving through the day with intention. They imply a woman who visits galleries, attends meetings, goes to lunch, walks through markets, travels, lives. Her elegance is not fragile, it is functional. Maintenance is simple but essential. Polish leather until it holds a soft glow. Brush suede gently to keep its texture plush. When shoes look cared for, they always read as luxury. And perhaps the most charming quality of a loafer is that it transitions across generations. A young woman can wear it and look sophisticated. A mature woman can wear it and look timeless. It never feels out of place at any age. The classic loafer is the shoe that reminds us that elegance does not need to be elevated on a heel. Elegance can walk firmly on the ground, self-assured and serene. Shoe 4, the sleek block heel pump. There is something incredibly graceful about a woman in heels, but old money elegance has never been about discomfort or excess height. It has always been about function blended with refinement. That is why the block heel pump holds such an important place in a classy woman's fall wardrobe. It gives you height, presence, and femininity, while still allowing you to move confidently and effortlessly. A sleek block heel pump is structured, streamlined, and timeless. It should have a clean silhouette, without straps, platforms, or excessive hardware. The toe shape should be elegant, softly pointed or almond-shaped, never round to the point of looking childish, and never dagger-sharp to the point of looking aggressive. Balance is everything. Heel height is crucial. Old money style rejects extremes. A heel between 4 and 7 centimeters is ideal. Just enough elevation to lengthen your leg and improve your posture, but not so high that it compromises your stride or composure. You should be able to walk confidently on cobblestone streets or through long hallways without a second thought. When shoes slow you down or make you wobble, elegance disappears. Material matters. Smooth leather is the most timeless, glossy enough to reflect quality but not so shiny that it appears synthetic. Suede is a beautiful alternative that adds warmth and softness to fall outfits. Both age gracefully when cared for properly. Color is what makes this shoe so versatile. Classic black pumps are non-negotiable for many elegant women, but fall offers space for richer tones. Deep wine, red, chocolate brown, taupe, navy, and even a muted cream look luxurious and pair beautifully with autumn textures. This is the shoe that pairs perfectly with tailored trousers, knit dresses, wool skirts, and structured coats. It is appropriate for business meetings, dinners, events, or any moment when you want to feel femininely polished. It is a shoe that quietly says sophistication without trying to dominate the outfit. Another subtle feature that makes block heel pumps look expensive is the absence of obvious branding. A truly refined shoe is not identified by a logo, but by its silhouette. When a pump is well designed, you can see the quality immediately, the clean lines, the structure, the precision of the heel placement. The psychological element here is important as well. Heels change how you carry yourself. When the heel is stable and comfortable, you stand taller and move with elegance, not hesitation. Your steps become quieter and more intentional. Your head rises, and your entire presence feels lifted. Maintenance should never be overlooked. A little leather conditioning keeps them supple. Heel taps should be replaced before they wear too far down. Suede should be brushed and protected from moisture. It is these small habits that allow affordable shoes to look like luxury items. Block heel pumps also cross generations seamlessly. A young woman looks polished and mature. A more experienced woman looks dignified and confident. It is a silhouette that has remained unchanged for good reason. Nothing new could improve upon it. So my classy ladies, if you want a shoe that balances practicality with femininity, look no further than the sleek block heel pump. It is the shoe that steps forward quietly, but leaves a strong impression. Shoe 5. The Elegant Mary Jane. There is a timeless charm to this shoe that very few styles can replicate. The Mary Jane has a delicate, feminine energy, but when chosen in the right materials and silhouette, it becomes a refined symbol of old money elegance. It is the perfect balance between youthful grace and mature confidence, and that is what makes it so captivating. What sets Mary Jane's apart is the strap. It is a tiny detail, but it changes everything. It adds a sense of intentionality, giving the shoe structure and personality. When the design is minimal and the proportions are clean, the Mary Jane looks sophisticated, graceful, and quietly luxurious. For fall, choose materials that feel rich and soft. Suede is a particularly beautiful choice because it adds warmth and texture, complementing the deeper tones of autumn clothing. Smooth leather is equally refined and feels slightly more polished and architectural. Patent leather should be chosen carefully, only when the finish is subtle and not overly shiny. Heel height matters just as much here as in pumps. A flat Mary Jane can look sweet, but a low block heel elevates the look into true elegance. Too high a heel disrupts the softness that makes this shoe special. A mid-heel is perfect, allowing both grace and practicality. Color choices should remain classic. Deep burgundy, black, and chocolate brown are perfect for fall, but soft neutrals like taupe or cream can add a gentle sophistication to darker outfits. When Mary Janes match the tones of wool skirts, pleated trousers, and knit dresses, they create a sense of harmony that feels expensive. Mary Janes pair beautifully with feminine silhouettes. They are the perfect companion to pleated skirts and midi dresses. They bring softness to tailored looks. Even with refined denim and a blazer, they elevate the casual to the polished, and the way they affect posture and movement is subtle but real. Mary Janes encourage smaller, more graceful steps. The structure across the midfoot gives stability, which allows you to walk with confidence rather than rushing. That slow, smooth motion that is elegance. The Mary Jane also carries aesthetic history. Think of European school uniforms, ballet flats, and the wardrobes of early Hollywood actresses. It has always been associated with cultured environments, theaters, libraries, and art-filled settings. When you wear Mary Janes, you tap into that heritage, not childlike innocence, but cultivated refinement. As always, maintenance elevates everything. Suede should be brushed and weather protected. Leather polished to a soft sheen, not a glare. Store them properly, treat them with care, and they will continue to elevate your wardrobe year after year. This is the shoe that finishes an outfit with grace, not aggression. It brings expression to the foot without overpowering the outfit. It looks like something chosen thoughtfully and worn with love, and that alone makes it look expensive. The Elegant Mary Jane is your feminine secret weapon. It is sweet, but sophisticated, comfortable, but elevated, practical, but unforgettable. It reminds the world that elegance can be soft and still powerful. The shoes you choose are not just something you walk in. They shape the way you move, the way you enter a room, and the way you feel about yourself. Every step you take tells a story, and elegant women understand that their story should be written with intention. When you wear shoes that feel refined, that feel aligned with the woman you are becoming, something shifts inside you. You move differently. You stand taller. You slow down a little, as if you suddenly remember that you deserve to take up space calmly, without rushing for anyone. That is the secret of old money elegance. It is not about the price of your shoes. It is about the energy you walk with. Each of the 5 shoes we talked about carries a different expression of confidence. Riding boots remind you of your strength. Ankle boots give you readiness. Loafers support your intelligence. Pumps elevate your femininity. Mary Janes protect your grace. Together, They give you permission to embody the full spectrum of who you are: strong, practical, cultured, graceful, powerful, soft, all at once. Because being an elegant woman does not mean being delicate, it means being composed. You deserve shoes that support you as you build the life you want. Shoes that help you step into your career confidently. Shoes that carry you through your most intimate moments. Shoes that hold you steady when life feels unbalanced. Shoes that remind you, you are worth every elegant choice you make. When you invest in timeless silhouettes, in quality over quantity, and in care over chaos, you send a message to the world and to yourself that your presence matters. You do not need loud design to be noticed. Your quiet luxury speaks for you. So, my classy ladies, let this fall be the season where you walk with intention, where every pair of shoes in your wardrobe supports the woman you are choosing to become, where elegance follows you wherever you go, not because of what you are wearing, but because of how beautifully you carry it. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for choosing elegance, refinement, and self-respect. And as always, stay graceful, stay confident, and stay classy.